Hey, hi, howdy, it's Daisy. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to talk about my blog template. I've mentioned it on my podcast and in my emails, and I'm going to mention it to you now, just kind of explain it, because I'm happy to give it to you for free. The reason that it works for me is because I have it set up into this program called Text Expander, which is something that you can set up on your actual computer, but I just use this program because I use a few different computers. The first part of my blog template is the hook. That's the first part of anybody's template, is the hook. And in parentheses, I have emotional / affinity / relatable. So your hook can be any one of those three things. It can be about something that the reader or watcher already likes, or it can be something that the reader relates to, or the watcher, or the listener, if it's your podcast, or it can be something emotional. So you want to either make them feel a type of way, thanks Drake, or appeal to something that they like, even if they're not quite sure why they like it. That's what affinity is. It's like an unreasonable liking. You just like it. Like maybe the smell of cigarettes, even if you don't smoke cigarettes. Who smokes cigarettes? But your grandma or your mom probably smoked cigarettes, or your dad, so you might have like an affinity to it, even though you don't like it. You're still like, no, you smoke it because it reminds me of grandma or grandpa or something. Or it can be relatable, and relatable could be like a current event or a situation that people have found themselves in. It doesn't have to mean that they like the situation that they're in, but they just have to be relatable. Like, you could talk about the like big red balls outside of Target. Like, everyone knows about those big red cement Target balls, you know? And you don't have to like the color red or like Target or like cement, but you can recognize, and it's relatable to talk about the Target balls. Here's what I mean. The other week I was at Target, surprise, and there was a dad and a son coming out of the shop, and the dad jumped up on the big red balls outside of Target, and I could tell, even though I was just chilling in my car driving, that the son wanted to try too. And so the dad was like, you can totally do it, and the son tried it, but then he got kind of like nervous, because trying new things is nervous. If you've never done it before, you don't know if you can do it, so sometimes you start like stepped back a little bit instead of just going full force at it. So the dad ran up to the giant red Target ball, and he just like jumped on top of it and just sort of did like a stall on his shoes up there. And then he got off, and the son was like, oh my god, that's so cool, you know, I want to try. And the dad was like, you can try it. But then the son, he sort of ran up to it, and instead of jumping on his feet, he jumped like on his knees, you know. And just as I was passing by, and I don't know if you know me in real life, but I'm kind of like, I'll push you to try to do something that I think you can do, because people have pushed me to do things that they thought I could do, even when I didn't think I could. So the kid jumped up on his knees, then he sort of felt defeated and sort of felt accomplished, and as he was walking away, I was like driving my car past him, and he sort of looked back at it, and I just yelled out my window, because I'm like the type of person that will interrupt the public to say what I have to say. And I just like rolled down my car window, pushed the button, and I was like, you totally got that, dude. You can do it again, let me see. And he did it just fine. Just jumped up on top, stalled, and now that kid has like, he learned something that day, you know? Like, he learned how to do something that he didn't really think he could do at first, just on the second try. So that's pretty cool. Speaking of the second try, this video is like my 5th try to make a first video. I don't even know if I'm doing it right, but my last 3 videos that I made, I recorded on slow motion, which is not the way to do it, but I did actually figure out how, using iMovie, to change it back not to slow motion, but I'm having trouble finding like the audio and the video clip together, because I recorded the audio on my Audio Technica mic, and I recorded the video on my Sony ZV-1F. And let's get back into the blog template. So the hook is emotional or relatable or something that someone has an affinity for. So the affinity sort of takes like trends. Like if you've heard it 10 times, one of the psychological kind of triggers is just repetition. If it's trending, that means they've heard it before, like that song that's like, oh, you know, that's trending. And then also like, it's just relatable at the moment, but other things that could be relatable are like seasonal, like Christmas happens to everyone, not just to a few people, and not just to Christians, you know.
Christmas to everyone.
And Halloween, like if you're in a place that celebrates Halloween or whatever, it's hot at your house, it's probably hot at somebody else's house too. That's all relatable. The second part of my blog post, so that's number 1, and now we're on number 2, is to agitate. And so agitate means to like shake it up, you know, like your washing machine agitates your clothes, otherwise you would be there like this, like a whole bunch, you know. So your machine agitates your clothes for you. So I don't want to think that agitating is bad, but it can definitely mean like stick the knife in and make it like, it's so annoying. You can do that. Or you could make a joke at this point about it. You could show visuals at this point about whatever it is. I guess we should talk about what it is. Something that you won't see in my blog template is the problem, which is what you're writing the blog about or making the YouTube video about. So today, the problem for me is that you may not have a structure with which you write your blog templates, and this is just giving you a structure for it. So number 1, hook. Number 2, agitate. So the reason that you want to have a template is because if you start from scratch the whole time, you might not understand like the sort of like path that you have to go through in order to get from A to B, because it's not a straight line, not in like sales or convincing people to do things. I think of it like a walk through a garden, but most people depict it as like a funnel, kind of like an inverted triangle, or I guess it's not really inverted, a triangle can face any direction. The third part of my blog template is encouragement, because a lot of people don't have someone in their life telling them that they can do stuff, and I like that. I like to tell people that they can do stuff, because I grew up being told I can do stuff, not that I cannot do stuff. And as a result of that, I just like think that I can do stuff. Like, whatever it is, I think that I can do it. Like start an entire online business, sure, yeah, I'll just figure out how to do that. So you can do it too. You will probably have to iterate and then reiterate and then reiterate again. Like that's what it's about. It's not about just doing it one time. You know, WD-40 is like, stands for water displacement 40th attempt. Like if he only tried 38 times, which is like so many times. Like when's the last time that you tried and failed 38 times at something? Well, just go 2 more and then you've got a product that everyone in the world needs, WD-40. Like, it's so simple and so hard at the same time. Simple but not easy is that quote, you know? The next part, 4 of my blog template, is the quote. So, or number actually. It's actually in brackets. It says quote or number. So number 1, hook, affinity, relatable, emotional. Number 2, agitated. Just like, it's important because people need to relate to you. If they don't see you shining, they're not gonna be able to look at you. So you have to attract their attention. There's a lot of things out there in the world trying to attract our attention these days. So number 3 is encouragement, and I think that encouragement is important because it's a momentum giver as opposed to like a friction giver, and we want to help give emotions. We want to help get things in motion. That's what life's about, just like moving up and to the right, basically. The reason that we want to move up and to the right is because time just keeps on ticking. If you just stay in your little rut, you're gonna have made a really good rut for yourself, like a canyon after a river. Like it would be really hard for a river to get out of the canyon that it's made for itself. if you are living in a canyon that you made for yourself, it's just hard to see sort of like what's outside of it, and you would have to intend to crawl up the side of it, to climb up the side, or climb out, or go all the way around in order to see what's there. But if before your rut's so deep, if you just like make yourself some avenues to peek out, then it's going to be better for you because you'll have access to other things. And within those other things that you do or try, you'll find more resources and more energy and things that keep you going. Number 4. Number 1, hook. Number 2, agitate. Number 3, encouragement. Number 4, quote or number. So you're either going to be referring to something that someone knows, a quote that they know, or a quote from someone with authority, or it could be like a joke quote, or like a reference. This might be where a lot of people put memes in to reiterate their point, or a number. And the number is for the logical people, and some people just need numbers. So number 4 is quote or number. Number 5 is allude to the future. You're gonna have an easier time making YouTube videos or blog posts after you have a template in place. Number 6 is solution. So the solution is where I start. If I have the blog idea already and I come to my computer, I can be like out and about and have to like capture it. Like Elizabeth Gilbert says that poet feels like she needs to do. She said that she would run through the field trying to grab the tiger, which is also the poem, by the tail, and then like reel it back in and get it. So the reason that this blog template works for me is because I have it set up on my text expander system, which is like a text replacement on your phone or your computer. You don't need to have this program to set it up, but I do because it works easier for me. It reduces the friction, which is a value for me. In order to get my blog post to just like pop out at me, I use a program called Text Expander, which you don't need to have a whole program. You could set it up. It's called Text Replacements on your phone. You can set it up on your computer as well. It's like it should be on every computer. The 7th part is called Sage Advice, and Sage Advice is allusion to the 12 characters of the Jungian archetypes. So someone that has authority in the field, that would be where you want to use this advice from, or just that perspective of I know this because I've done it, and that's why I'm able to tell you that person, that advice. The sage, we'll do another video about the Jungian archetypes. So 7 of 17 of my blog template is quote or number or question, and this repeats one more time, and you'll notice that there was quote or number above too. So I wouldn't suggest using all 3 quotes, although you can, especially if your topic's like a little lighthearted, but including a quote and a question and a number, all of those things are something that I want you to do in your blog template. And I give myself 3 opportunities to do 3 of those. So I don't want them all to be numbers or all to be quotes or all to be questions, but I want to use each one as however it fits in there best. So the 9th part of my blog template is called Reference the Hook or Mission. And I mean, the hook that we used at the beginning, you're going to reference it again. We're about halfway through now, and you can reference it in a picture or text overlay or a video, however you want to reference it, a meme, whatever. So reference the hook again, the way that you started the video. It's going to help you make YouTube videos faster if you're using a template. It's going to help you write blogs faster if you're using a template. And it's important to get good at this, or else you're going to get burnt out. There'll be too much friction and you'll just be like, it's human nature not to really want to do stuff that you're really bad at. Like, no one likes to just hit their head against the wall except for like carpinteries. or your mission, your company mission. I'm not going to reference that right now, but I will in the future. A lot. Having a blog post template is not going to be less work for you. It's going to be more work for you. Creating a blog template is not taking away work from you. It's just giving you a boost to the starting line. So having a template that you use that's based on sales psychology is going to help you get closer to your goal of producing more content that can help someone else rise up and move forward with their life. If you don't move forward with your life and you just continue to make your rut deeper and you don't try new things or meet new people or try to learn new skills or to put your ideas out into the world in a way in which they can help people, then you're gonna feel sad at the end of your life. And life has taught me about the brevity of it, and you don't want to wait, because energy just sort of like, it goes, it's always moving, and it's always sort of like trying to find an easier thing. And if that's you, if you're just trying to find the easy way all the time, you're gonna just slow down and wither out, basically. And that's fine if that's what you're ready for, but I want to see you put forth into the world whatever you have to give. Let's get it back out there. When I was a little kid, my mom taught me that life's not fair, and she's dead. She died alone in an ambulance. I learned recently that you can, when you die, your hearing is the last sense to go. So the visuals and the sense of smell, it's gonna turn off, and then all you have are the words. So try something new every month. Love you, Mom. I miss you. Thank you for being. Hit me up in the comments below or at my email, daisy@doobydoo.io, and I will send you my blog template. If you're starting a business, I'm starting a business too. It's really hard. I've been in this game a few times, and I've built businesses in the past, but this one is like my soul. It just feels like everything I've ever wanted to give to the world is gonna go into this. So be prepared. That's a Lion King quote. I have a program. It's $27 a year. It's called Try Something New Every Month. And inside of my program, I encourage you regularly to try something new every month. It's not a challenge or group coaching or a demand. It's just a nudge in the right direction, whatever direction is right for you. You don't need me to try new things. You can try new things on your own, and you can find the fulfillment that brings you on your own. But if you're not trying new things and $27 is not that much to you, then click the link below or go to doobydoo.io/try and join my program for $27. And together we will try new things. And my desire is that in 10 years you have something that you do. It's not new anymore. It's just something that you do and that you've done for a decade, just because I tried really hard, put all my energy into convincing you to try something new. Peace out. Okay, so here they are. Hook, agitate, encouragement, quote, allude to the future, give the solution, sage advice, quote, number, or question. Reference the hook or the mission. Give the reader or the listener a chance. That's 10. Agitate it a little bit more. Give another quote, question, or number. Link out. Circle back. Link to the next step and a call to action. That's 15. Got 2 more. What visuals do I have best to describe this? What's a quote or a tagline or a compliment? Dooby dooby doo. Try something. See ya.